You know, something I'm not sure if it'll be open today is a store where we can find tips.
Oh yeah.
Is it loading?
Yes.
Okay.
I really like that one. That one's really good.
Oh wow, look at this round here.
So I had a request to do sort of a what's in your bag. I thought I'd do it today because it's a break day and there's not much really to show. We've just been sort of hanging out. Yeah, if it's at all interesting to you, I'm just going to tell you sort of what we brought with us, why we're wearing the same 2 shirts every day, and just some of the other knickknacks that we have. We both have the same bag, my dad and I. It's an Osprey Sirius 34-liter bag. Just on the outside, I just have some patches, Clemson, and then we have a Canadian Company of Pilgrims badge, and I put one of my Girl Scout badges. It says South Carolina on it, and then whenever we got to the Pilgrim's office in St. John, we got a shell because every pilgrim has a shell in their bag. For clothes, we have these stuff sets, and I just bought 3. I think my dad has one really big one that he just puts all his clothes in, but I just wanted a little bit of separation. For warmer weather things, I have this shirt that I'm wearing, the shorts that I'm wearing, and then I have another pair of black shorts, and then I have a blue shirt that's actually in the wash. For colder weather stuff, I brought this sort of headband. I haven't used it. I don't really think I will use it, but it's really small, so it's not taking up much space. I'll just keep it with me. And then I also have a small pair of gloves. I have 2 long sleeve shirts. One is a tighter shirt and this one is a looser shirt. So I'm happy that I have both of these. I also have a pair of leggings and a pair of like joggers. So again, I could wear these underneath these if I wanted to. And I liked that I had both. And I have, I think 4 pairs of underwear. They're just so small. I have 3 pairs of merino wool socks. I honestly probably could have just done with 2. My dad actually has 4 pairs of merino wool socks. so he's super prepared. 3 sports bras, hat for sort of the super sunny days. This fleece, I bought this fleece like 2 days before we left. I'm so happy I brought this because I used it as a pillow on the plane. I've used it as like a little blanket if it's cold in the albergue. So I'm really glad that I brought this. It was a really last minute purchase. And then finally for clothes, I have a rain jacket and it folds up in itself. We got it at REI. I managed to fit my rain pants in this as well. I have not worn either because we have been so extremely lucky with weather. And then for shoes, my Ultras have been really good because they have a really wide toe box. And I just found with the wide toe box, my toes can spread and so they're not rubbing up against each other. So I've loved having these. They're just a trail runner. They're like barely worn down, but I've walked almost all the days that we've walked in these shoes. And then my other pair of sneakers that I did bring, and I'm happy I brought them because they're really small and they just go in like the bottom pocket of my bag, is On Cloud trail runners. Dad has almost been exclusively wearing his On Cloud trail runners. It's the same pair, and they're Cloud Surfers. And these ones just are slightly more narrow, but they're good shoes. I just felt like the Ultras are really good for the big toe box. And then I brought a pair of Chacos. I'm so happy I brought my Chacos because not only can I walk in them if I want to, like at the end of the day or something, I can do a couple miles in these, but I wear them in the shower as shower shoes, and I can just wear them walking around at the end of the day. So these have been great, very multifunctional. And then I just brought out like a toiletry bag. I have just like a little mini hairbrush, a toothbrush that folds up on itself, a couple of these just like travel containers for shampoo, conditioner, face cream with sunscreen in it, deodorant, toothpaste, tiny little nail file. I also have this towel. It folds up really small. It's a pretty good size. I feel like it does dry pretty well. It's not like a good fluffy towel, but it does the job, you know, and it dries really fast. I broke the mesh on it, but it's fine. And then this is a sleeping bag liner. I put it in another video with this all spread out on the bed, but it has like a pocket that you can put the pillow in, so that's nice. And most albergues, they just give you paper sheets or they don't give you anything. So happy that we have this, definitely an essential thing to bring. I have a bladder and I'm so happy that I brought this. This ensures that I stay hydrated because in my day-to-day life, I really like to sip on water just like out of a straw cup. And so this is the same function for me. So I drink the whole thing every day. Also in the side pocket, I just keep a water bottle. It's just a water bottle. This is just if my book bag isn't coming somewhere with me, I can take this. I also have a sunglasses case with my sunglasses. I keep safety scissors in here. We've been using it to cut like KT tape and stuff for blisters, and I keep them in my glasses case so they don't puncture or anything. I have a little piece of silicone up here. It's earplugs, and Dad has the whole little case of them, but these are so good. I was an earplug skeptic, but the silicone earplugs, they really work. I have sunscreen. I have like a face one and a body one, maybe redundant. Glad to have them both. Trying not to get too much sun damage on this trip. The bottom pouch, there is a rain cover in this pouch, and I also managed to fit my poncho in here. These are laundry sheets, but I think they smell so good. And they split into two, they're perforated, and so these are really good. This is our bag of like blister care stuff. We also have lamb's wool. My dad saw that this could be helpful for wrapping around your toes if you're having blisters. We haven't used it. In this little pocket, it's kind of just like a random, it's like a junk pocket. I have Vaseline. Some people say that rubbing Vaseline on your toes is really helpful. Like I know some people that are huge believers in this. I haven't really used it. These hooks, we were gonna leave them behind somewhere because we weren't using them, but we used them recently the other day as like just hooks to hang off of like the bunk bed, and it was nice. So they can stick around for now. This, it's empty right now because we're using it, but it is a clothesline. I was skeptical about this, but we've used it multiple times and it's awesome. I have a light, I haven't used it. Extra toothpaste, safety pins, multifunction. I've used them as clothespins before. Carabiners, I do not need as many carabiners, but one day I might. This is a lock. If the hostel has lockers for your bag or something, they don't typically provide a lock. Haven't used it so far. Nail clippers. And then this pocket, I have granola bars. I have a spoon because it's a little spoon and I love little spoons. And if we have like cereal or something and we want, or yogurt, and you want a spoon, it's a good size. An extra packet of green tea. I think this was in the hotel we had in Paris. This is a bag of like random pills. I've got like ibuprofen and melatonin and stuff. I have an extra razor. Oh, and then lastly, I forgot about these pockets. They're like on the thing that goes around your waist. I have a battery pack and it's like a super small one. Headphones for the airplane. In this other pocket, it's empty right now, but I usually put like the cords, like my phone charger and stuff in it. And then Dad has a really good adapter that has 2 USB and 2 USB-C ports. So that's mainly what we use. My cords are always in this pocket. And the last thing that I have is my fanny pack, and inside of it, one plastic bag that has our credential in it, and it's what gets all the stamps whenever we stop at like any sort of restaurant or church or albergue. And I don't think I'll have enough spaces until we get to the end, but we have one that we got at the Pilgrim's office. And then I just have some euros and like my bank card and stuff. Pocket, I just have hair ties, chapstick, and AirPods. But that, I hope, was informative or helpful or interesting if you wanted to know what's in our bag. Dad has pretty much the same thing, probably some extra things. I hope that was enjoyable.